Hi, Matt. It's really good to see you. Today we are talking proactive planning for 2023 and five key resolutions. 2022, I don't have to tell you this, was a brutal year for investors, and 2023 is sure to be challenging, but there are steps that we can take now to set ourselves up for success. So let's talk through a few of those resolutions. First on your list is rebalancing. So why is that so important?
Aaron, what we have here is a moderate investor that unknowingly over time became an aggressive investor because the
Mm,
portfolio wasn't rebalanced. Over time, stocks grow more quickly than bonds. And if you don't rebalance, what you see here is basically a 90-10, if even that portfolio of 90, 95% stocks and 5% bonds. So we want to rebalance to keep your risk profile in line.
Okay, that makes sense to talk it through that way. I like that. Number two, here we have pay down debt and lower expenses. This is number one on my list, Matt.
I totally get that, Aaron, especially with what we've been through the last few years with inflation. It's just off the charts. CPI was over 8%, but food, of course, was over 10. Healthcare is probably more like 15%. Auto
Right?
and home insurance is more like 15%. So the real cost of living increase is, in my opinion, higher than 8%.
Hmm.
So everyone has money that they like, things that they like to spend their money on, their hobbies and their toys. At the same time, about once a year, we need to at least kind of go through our budget and see where we can save money. We need to, whether it's changing our cell phone carrier or changing our insurance or whatever it is, we need to do whatever we can do to, save some money, pay down those credit cards, especially the variable rate interest rates. We want to get those paid off as quickly as possible. And most of us have a few bucks on the sidelines where if we cut, whatever it is, eating out, we can knock out our debt fairly quickly.
Hmm. And you mentioned this a couple times, so keep saving, but specifically keep saving for retirement, right? We have to pay ourselves first.
Exactly, especially in this down market. This is ideally, theoretically, it is possible to say that we may not see prices like this for a while. I know there's a doom and gloomers out there that think, there's always a doom and gloomer that think the end of the world is near, and they've been announcing that for who knows how long. That being said, historically, the market does come back. The market is down. This is the best time potentially in the next, who knows how long, to be buying stocks on sale.
Hmm.
You want to
And then
save
we just wanted to
save for.
hit real quick on those new limits that you were talking about inflation, Matt. That also affected what we could contribute to our accounts.
Yeah, so good news is we can put more money away, and we can, whether it's our 401k or whether it's our traditional IRA. 2023 contributions have increased, for your 401k by 2,000, and then for your traditional IRA by 500 if you're under 50.
Yeah. Okay. Now, next on your list here, we have update your estate plan and beneficiaries. I feel like this is, again, one of those things that is so important, very easy to do, and often overlooked.
Often overlooked because no one likes to deal with their mortality, right?
Mm,
But for the sake of our family and friends, and really for peace of mind, even in our own life, let's make it selfish so we do it, right? We need to just take a couple days a year and just revisit our estate plan, make sure we have a trust, or make sure that we have at least our will, get things in place. And as you know, that the last few years we've been working specifically with Dean Zayed and his Perkins and Zayed law firm. We've used many attorneys in the past. This last couple of years, we needed some things for our office, and light came on and said, "Why don't I use Dean?" And we did. And honestly, Aaron, it was the best experience we've had. We spent a lot of money on attorneys previously to get like halfway there, but Dean and their team were able to knock it out fairly quickly. We are really thankful for that.
they are the best in the business, and I am happy to hear that because they're definitely going to be taking care of all your clients. Number five here, we have proactive tax planning. What does that mean?
Well, when you look at the government spending, obviously they're never going to realistically, are they going to have a balanced budget for throughout our lifetime? No. We would be, it's just not going to happen, right? They want to keep in office, and the way they keep in office is to give things away, which means spending money that they don't have, just to be direct. That being said, you and I, we need to plan for a higher tax rate in our future, whether it's inflation or whether it's property tax or whatever the tax is. We need to do whatever we can do to build a tax-free bucket. And that's really the Roth IRA, the Roth 401k, Roth conversions. You know, that's, I can't think of a more important thing as far as
Right.
long-term retirement planning.
Right.
The 30% drop last year in the market, was that bad? Yes. What's worse than that? To me, having to pay 30% for the rest of your life in taxes.
Right.
every time you take money out of that big bucket.
That would definitely hurt. Well,
Yeah.
it's nice to have these resolutions written down. I also appreciate being able to talk with you about it because it kind of helps hold me, everybody else accountable. But if somebody has questions about anything that we've discussed today, what's the best way to reach you?
The best way is by phone, 425-256-3105, or you can email me, mburklund, Burklund, at choosevault.com.
All right. That's very easy to get a hold of you. Perfect, Matt. Thank you very much for your time today.
Thanks, Aaron.